Hello all. Hope this works. I'm excited to do this live and I'm very happy to see you all. Hope you are all doing good there. And nice to see you and welcome all Quitting Caffeine Support Live as always. And my name is Anni and I'm a woman from Finland who went through very hard caffeine withdrawal journey, and that experience I share in my channel, and I hope that helps you. And that's what my channel is all about, supporting and bringing that message that caffeine is really horrible drug and underestimated drug. And when you get off that drug and when you go through withdrawals and when you overcome the anxiety, there will be freedom. That's for sure. And today, yes, I'm gonna speak about that freedom, and you can ask me any questions you want about anxiety, because I really believe in my case it was anxiety, almost everything. Of course, my body did detox from that poison and my hormones did take a lot of time to balance and my mood to stabilize and like those neurotransmitters to balance, but that was the biggest thing, was that anxiety. And remember, when I speak, I always speak about my own experience. You can always questioning things, and that's what I recommend you to do. Always question things, and remember that you have your own journey, and that's unique. And I share my experience. And if there is new ones, if you are new in my channel, warmly welcome. You are so much welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And what I basically do in these support lives, first thing, I always introduce myself, because if some new ones comes, I just want to tell who I am and what I'm doing here in the YouTube. I'm not very like social person. I'm actually very introvert, but this caffeine withdrawal journey was so heavy experience. So I just felt that this is something that I have to share, and I have to like update my journey. And that's what I'm basically have been doing in this like 2 years now. This week it becomes like 26 months without any caffeine, and for me it's huge. So okay, I'm gonna just give you a little update who I am and like what is my background. So like where do I start? I have been caffeine user all my life since childhood. First like from chocolate and cacao, and then pretty young age there was coffee came in my life, and I have dealt with a hell of a lot mental illness in my life: OCD, anxiety, depression, stomach issues, and all kind of issues that I never really thought that caffeine can cause those. And now I can say happily it was all caffeine. Of course, I have also like I have to deal with my own traumas, and I have done trauma work, but for me this was life-changing experience. And yes, I was heavy caffeine user, so my amounts before I quit for like 5 cups coffee a day, sometimes more. And also there was dark chocolate, green tea, other teas, some green supplements. So my amount was very high. I really don't want to even think about it, because I didn't have any clue what I was doing in my body. And that's why that my quitting was cold turkey. I didn't know that I'm gonna quit cold turkey. It just happens because one day my body just went like into shock after my morning coffee. So it basically, my body said that now you have to stop this fucking poison, and I didn't know anything. And that's how my journey begins. And there went a little a while before my withdrawals really hit me. Of course, those first 2 months was hard, but for me, like after 2 months was where the real journey started, and there came a lot of symptoms. And that's why I always say, if you are a heavy user, I don't recommend cold turkey based in my experience, because it can be really a shock. Even now, I think I'm very grateful what did happen, and grateful for all of you, of course. You have done so much life, bring so much light in my life, and I have met here in YouTube so many people that I'm so like blessed that I have met you all, and now we have that Discord, that support group. I'm so grateful for all of you there. And so it turned that hell that I went through, like for my journey, it took that up to 2 years, up till 2 years, that I really started to, like function like normal human again. But like I said, I'm very positive person, so that's why I have kept my updates very positive. Even I still did have anxiety symptoms after 1 year. Yes, I did a lot of symptoms after 1 year, but that's how I did get through this. I didn't need anything, no supplements. I did try some things, but only time was what did heal me. And I really can't, now I really don't even believe how that can happen. Like how can I recover such a heavy, like, brain injury state that I was dying every single day in my first year. Basically, I did have some kind of symptoms, and then anxiety started to lift slowly, slowly, and here I am now. And yes, supporting you, and you will get through this for sure, for sure. That's something that I want to share. But now, how are you doing? How many months you have been without caffeine, or are there any new ones here? I'm happy to meet you all. And end of this stream, I'm gonna show you a little what is called like shoe balance practice, because I wanna keep these lives now positive and not just anxiety stuff. So I'm gonna do something fun every live, or I don't know if that's fun, but I'm gonna give you some little challenge that you can try, because summer is on and we have to enjoy. But I understand when you have anxiety, then it's really hard to enjoy the life. And I know that I went through that. Like basically 2 years of my life was pretty hard to compare what I could even imagine. But now all is good. Yes, it will get better for sure. 4.5 months is amazing. It's amazing. And remember, always, some people get through withdrawals so much more faster. I was like extreme user, and tomorrow I will be 39. So it took long time. There are other people who have gone through these withdrawals like long haulers. I like that word. It's new word that I have been learning. Like when I gone through this journey. So there are other long haulers who have like long time symptoms, but those symptoms will ease. And also, if you are a woman, and if you are dealing with that cycle stuff, that you always feel like anxiety is more high during your ovulation and your periods, I felt that too. It's normal thing, and that's also will heal with time, and your neurotransmitters will balance out, and your body will detox naturally. It's a process, definitely. Thank you. I'm a little bit, I don't know, I don't always find the right words, but I warmly welcome you there in the Discord support group, because there are so much wiser people than me who also have gone through this journey, and who go through this journey, and they know English better, and I know those people, they know the right words to help you, because I'm like lots of love, and but sometimes I know when you have heavy anxiety, it seems that it doesn't help, because you just need that somebody say you every day that it's go away, and and that you are okay, and it's completely okay to feel fucked up, and there is nothing wrong with you. It's all that withdrawals that caffeine can cause. And if somebody is there not like now at like what the hell that woman is speaking about, that caffeine is it's not a drug and it doesn't cause problem, I hear it very often. This is like what I always hearing, like my grandmother did live like over 90 years, and she was always using heavy amounts of caffeine. Of course, yes, some people, they use hell of a lot caffeine and they live long, and we never know what's gonna kill us, that's for sure. But I just want to share my own experience, because if I would have known this when I was younger and I did have so much mental illness, it would like save me so much money, so much pain, so much suffering. And like I didn't know, I was that heavy user, always going, and burning myself, like, because caffeine is, it's sneaky drug. You can use it very heavy amounts, because I know you can use it like very long time and you can still, you can keep going. Yes, you can do that, and some people even they can all their life they can do that, because we are different. But it's a sneaky drug, because when you use that years and years and years, it's gonna fuck up your system. It's gonna do that. It's fucked up your adrenal glands, your neurotransmitters. It dehydrates you. It's gonna stop blood flowing to your brain, and all kind of issues people are dealing with. So, but make your own research and always questioning things, and remember that you have to have your own truth. That's our birthright. Hi there. How are you? But yes, like always remember that your experience is unique, and that's why when people ask me about timelines, like when the anxiety started to really lift, I always get a kind of confused, because I always say that first year was hard because there was so much symptoms still, and after that my anxiety started to lift. But after that I still struggle with that fatigue, tiredness, and lack of motivation, and anxiety was there on and off. So it's gonna be your own journey. It can be that after months you are good, you're better than ever, because maybe you didn't fuck up your body so much, and like, and other people just need a little bit more time. But what is for sure, that anxiety will go away. And I speak a little bit also anxiety, because when I went through caffeine withdrawal journey, it was very hard for me to believe that it's just anxiety, because I tell you one thing. In my past, I have been in mental hospital because of my OCD and depression and anxiety. And there is nothing to do with that anxiety, what I went through in caffeine withdrawals. Because then when I was there, I could write poems, I could write book, I could create things from that pain, and I could still like function somehow. But this fucking thing, when I went cold turkey after heavy amount, was something that my brain went, like, it was a mess. My brain didn't function. Like, I have never felt anything like this. Even traumatic experience that I have had, nothing to do with this, because those didn't last this long, and it wasn't like this shit. So that's, I also want to say that this kind of anxiety can be very confusing. But trust me, those neurotransmitters will balance. It will happen. And then you are like, what the hell is this? I'm free from the drug, and update your system. But I don't know how you have wean slowly, tapering slowly, which I have do, but I didn't know. I didn't know, because I didn't even know that caffeine is a drug. But for me, this is also reminder that human body is amazing system. So if I'm just like don't listen to my body and I do what I want, my body will guide me what to do. Like human body is pretty amazing, but you just have to believe that you will recover. And I know that's hard. For it can be hard, and being without motivation, it can be very hard, but it's temporary. It doesn't last forever. So but so grateful for you. And now before I do the shoes challenge, I did learn shoes challenge for my sister kid. He did learn me how I can practice balance. So I'm gonna share with you, even it's nothing to do with caffeine withdrawals, but I have to have something fun in my streams because this is really not fun thing. Okay, but I'm gonna now put the link in my support channel. So this is my Discord channel. Welcome there. There is already a lot of people, and I'm confused, and I'm so happy that people have been finding this channel. And how I'm feeling now, I'm feeling very good. I have been a lot of outside doing gardening, and I was working few days in the children like sport camp, and that reminds me of all that joy that life is all about, like playing games with the kids outside. And that's something that I enjoy, because now I feel it's just like natural me. I don't need I don't need drugs anymore. And I understand now how dependent I was in that drug without knowing that. And that drug also um, invite me to try some other addictions. Um, uh, I don't know how I would say it right in English, but I felt that caffeine is a gate drug. So more I did drink caffeine, it more I did behave more and more radical and impulsive, and I was always stuck in my emotions. I was very jealous in my relationships. I was always uh, mm, my behavior wasn't like as a child. Like I was always stuck in some kind of negative emotions, but now I feel emotions are more flowing. Of course, bad things happens. I cannot say that, but when something sad happens, sadness come out more natural way, and I cry and I cry, and then I feel better. But before, it was like I somehow I was always afraid that something bad gonna happen. I was always afraid that I'm not good enough, that I'm ugly, or I need to do something, or I need to wear makeup or something. It's like about myself. What is that word? Like how I feel about myself. Like I didn't like what I was. And of course, it's not just quitting caffeine does that. I have to practice self kindness, but it's easier to practice self kindness when anxiety is not there, and when OCD is not there, and when mental illness is not there. So, also that I wanted to say. Yes, yes, it can be. Insomnia can be there on and off for a while, but it will fade away with time for sure. And then you're gonna start to sleep like a baby. Okay, but now we're gonna do the shoes challenge because everybody wants to see me to do some stupid stuff. I don't know if this is the stupid stuff, but let's see if so you can practice this shoe challenge at home. You need shoe, of course. This is my boyfriend sandal, and then you can decide which way you want to go. And then of course you have to take your socks off. So basically what you have to do, you have to keep this shoe. I don't know if I'm gonna get this because I haven't been practicing this yet, only a few times, and I don't know how it goes. But now you have to just like turn around without dropping the shoe. But you have to do is like you have to turn around without dropping the shoe. So you have to go like this, and you can never drop this shoe. If you drop this shoe, you will not complete the challenge. So the faster you do that, the more more better you are, kind of. Okay, almost did it. So if you are watching like what the hell is happening there in the quitting caffeine support, this is shoe challenge, so you need shoe, and then you first gonna try this with your right leg and then the left leg, and you cannot drop the shoe. You have to keep this shoe. You have to keep this shoe. Okay, so now, and this is bigger shoe. My leg is 38, so this is 37. No, 30, 47. This shoe. So if you want to. So you have to always keep your ankle in balance. You cannot drop your ankle, because if you drop that and then when you turn, you cannot drop that either. In there, you are like, what the fuck she is doing? But oh my goodness, this is not always. Oh well. But I did it almost once, so I'm gonna try it last time. This is the last time. Then all my viewers went away, but then I'm gonna come back to caffeine withdrawals. Okay, so now let's try this last time shoe challenge. This is you have to concentrate. This is not like something that you can do without concentrating. Okay, there it goes. And then also the other leg, you can do that, the other leg. But anyway, there was my, yeah, I did it. That's how you can like practice balance. But in my next live, I'm gonna like give you some other challenges when you complete this one. But back to the caffeine withdrawals. Let's see how this goes. So if you have any questions, you can ask. I'm gonna show you, I have been outside doing my garden. There is a lot of stuff to do every day, but so nice. And today I also did warm the sauna, and we went to the sauna, and that was also nice. But yes, I'm gonna show you also my flowers that I have here. These are growing now. These are so pretty ones. So I always like to pick up some fresh flowers to my garden, and these are nice. So And now I also have been like, I don't eat sugar, because I always talk about little bit about diet, because people ask about diet, of course. uh, but I have been also being very like, I don't take any pressures what I eat. Basically I eat meat now. Today I eat chicken and some yogurt. But when I was traveling, I did eat some meat, and I did eat some carbs, but I don't eat processed sugar or any products that contains any caffeine, like no chocolate, no any tea, no kombucha, of course no coffee, no. That's what I'm very like strict. But with eating, I will go to that place that I'm not all the time have to watch what I'm eating, because that's not my personality. My personality is like very, I like the food, I love the food. Now it's summer, I love to grill outside. I'm gonna do grilling, and I'm gonna eat sausages sometimes, and I'm gonna grill chicken, and that's. But of course healthy diet always, it's good. And I always, I wanna eat organic, and I love to, like now I'm growing my own food, because there will be also in Finland that food is starting to be very expensive, like also the gas. If you have been noticing that maybe already, world is changing very quickly. So, but I'm not gonna taking any pressures, because uh, for me the kindness was the way to go. Like because when I did have anxiety, I was eating basically whatever when in my first year. I couldn't keep up the healthy diet. I don't know if I would recover faster if I would, but now I'm glad that I did let myself to eat some sugar then, because my anxiety was, it was very high. So it's easier when anxiety goes away. You can do basically whatever you want. So yes, 6 months, amazing. Yes, you can do that. Yes, it's very easy to rebuild the life when we are not dealing with addictions anymore. And also another thing that I have noticed, that I'm like more sensitive. Like I feel more like if I eat something that doesn't fit me, I feel that immediately. So that's pretty good thing also when I have quit that drug. So my body will tell me immediately, like, okay, this is how it is, because I didn't like, my system was so messed up when I was using caffeine so much. I didn't My body was giving me all those signs. OCD was the sign, and my stomach issues was the sign. My skin was always, there was a lot of like those issues with the skin and with my teeth. But I didn't know that my body was giving me the signs that I was poisoning myself. And also another thing that I'm gonna do in next, not maybe next life, but I will do live where I'm gonna speak about parasites and other poisons and heavy metals and toxins. And I'm gonna show you one machine that is like frequency based machine. And with that machine you can help your body to detox. I have ordered that machine. It's pretty expensive. I don't know when that machine comes, but I know about that stuff. But it's not nothing that I'm gonna teach anything, or I'm gonna say that this gonna help you body to detox. I'm just gonna show what tools there are to use, like that kind of frequency healing. And basically like meditation is kind of like that. You like, it's also like uh that natural like frequency healing kind of. But it's like if you have read the book, like I'm gonna link it here because it's too hard to explain English. I always have so so much like I'm gonna link it here when I mm, mm, mm. Let's see. So the woman name is that who have write that book, and that book is interesting. I did read that some years ago, and that machine that I did order is basically like that what that woman did invent, that you can like kill a little worms and little bacteria inside your body about using certain frequency. But that's for another life. When I get that machine, I can show how I use that machine in my life, and that's. But basically, basically, I still want to say that I believe like body can heal itself. Now I don't even now use any supplements. I pretty much I eat food and water. It's my way to go. But I also, you can try whatever works for you, and I only speak from my own experience, like what I do believe, and it's not have to be your way to go. But I'm always interested about healing, and especially like for that frequency healing and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna share here in my YouTube whatever I feel that I can show you. Sorry if my English is so messed up, but this, that's about it. My life now. I think I don't do so much longer life today, but I can still hang here a little bit time if people will come here. I have my friend there sleeping. There is too much hotness. My dog is, she have so hot all the time. But yes, if you are interested about detoxing parasites and stuff, you can, that book can be very good to read. But I don't do any detoxes or anything. I just eat food and like drink water, and when I get that machine, maybe then I'm do that every once in a while. But if I get sick or something, but it's nice when I haven't been sick. I'm very thankful for that. And like I believe our own immune system, I believe that. And when we are not putting poisons in our body or putting those crazy stuff in our body will know what to do. But everybody have own way to live, and so on. And one thing that if there is somebody who have gone through like caffeine withdrawals, and I'm very interested about this thing, not that I never will not go back to caffeine, but what if there is accident and you did take some chocolate or something? I would be interested to know what you have experienced. What would happen? Is it like you're gonna be feeling something anxiety a little bit and then you feel good again, or is it like you feel that drug, like you get that buzz? Or because I don't never, when I was using caffeine, I don't remember that I have that high, because I did use that all my life. So I don't remember that like benefits of caffeine or coffee. It was just something that I always used because I was like addicted since childhood. So I don't know how that thing works, but I never ever go back to that. but I know life can be like, people can accidentally have some like chocolate or something, and I don't want to believe that that's gonna like mess your life forever or something. I'm not gonna think that way, or I don't want to like start to be afraid, like living normal life, like that's not way to go. Yes. Yep. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, I'm sure that when, if you haven't been used that like since childhood, or maybe then you have like noticed that high, like it's gonna give you some energy, but then years and years when you use that, it just take your energy, and then you just need that poison so you can function. And for me it was always, when I was like exercising and doing stuff, I did always have to have my morning coffee. It was something that when I was going to sleep, before that night, I always put my coffee maker ready, and I did wake up very early. And then I usually do some morning workouts, and then I have my coffee, and then I did go to the work, and then I have my next coffee there, and also the third and maybe fourth. It was crazy stuff. And every workplace that I worked, there was always plenty of coffee. Always, there was never anyone was saying no, don't drink that. So our society are like fucked up society. No, but there is a lot of like, a lot of things that are not good in our society. We have to just start to see that more and more. We will see that more and more now. Things are happening and more things are coming, but also I believe that it's what's supposed to happen, because we are fixing this world, and we do that like when we fix our own, well, not fixing, because there is nothing to fix. We are already perfect, but we cannot, I cannot trust that somebody else will save me or cure me. If I go to the doctor, I cannot like wait that doctor will find the answer. I don't even go to doctors, because I'm more about like natural medicine and natural healing. But if I would break my leg or break my arm, I would go to doctor, and I appreciate doctors what they do. But there is like all that medical system and that like big pharma, and that it's about money, how I feel that, and it's about keeping us sick, and those medicines will keep us sick, and that's how it is. But I also, I'm very grateful that there are pain medicines, because I still sometimes have to take some painkillers, because I have sometimes headaches or old injury pain, because I did, when I was breakdancing, I did break my shoulder pretty bad. So I think sometimes I still have that tension pain here. I don't know if that's about that old injury, or can it still be caffeine withdrawals? I don't know, but I sometimes get those migraines, like tension migraines. So then I take painkiller, and I'm not like, I'm very bad dealing with that heavy head migraine, and that was like horrible in my withdrawals, those migraines, and slowly those started to ease, but I still get those migraines sometimes. So these have been a long journey, definitely. Yes, that's so true. Water and natural food, and then you also save the money when we don't need so much. And of course you save money if you're starting to feel more healthier, you don't get sick so much, or maybe you don't get sick ever, I don't know. But then you don't need to buy any medicines. You find that you are the medicine. So, but I also, when you go through the withdrawals, and maybe first you have that heavy high, maybe first you have that heavy withdrawal phase where the anxiety is very high, and then what you mostly only need is the rest and somehow function today, somehow pass your time, and symptoms will be so heavy, anxiety is there, and you don't know what is happening to you. It's I know I was there. And then there can be the healing phase where you feel kind of empty and lack of motivation, and you are just, can this be withdrawals? Like, you are not ill but you are not good either. And I think that's the phase that many people will relapse, because it can be like, you can, I am always speaking how I did experience that, but for in my journey it was like I was always lack of motivation, and like lack of that joy meant that I'm living with that, because I want to create every day, I want to wake up and do something. I didn't have anything, like I did wake up like I don't want to do anything. And also I was tired, I was like having hell of a fatigue. I couldn't use the sport to lift me up like before, because doing heavy sport was causing me more anxiety and more dizziness. So I did have also give up for that, which was for me the one thing that always have been very important to me. So yeah, exactly. So low energy, motivation, and joy. But that phase is actually, it's very interesting and very important to go through, because your body will recover all the time. It recover, and every day is recovery day. And those days when you are suffering the most are the days that you are actually healing the most. And for me, it was like very hard first to understand, but with support and with people who had gone through that, I did believe everything, because I didn't want to run and go to doctors to like that they give me anxiety medicines. I didn't want to take any of that, because when I was younger I already went through that. I was in so many medicines back then, and they didn't cure me. But I don't say, if you need to go, then you do what you do. But for me, it's no way. So yes, yes, exactly. Some days it's like, oh, I'm like almost like maniac. I'm getting better, and you get that burst of energy, and then next day you are like bad again. And for me, it was like very much uh, tired. It was tired to feel that, like months and months, and even after year, like I was like, when it's gonna end? Like, is it gonna end? Like, okay, I can have these good days, but I still have these fucked up days, and I would rather they like take the a lot of fucked up days and then just good, and not like that roller coaster ride. But that roller coaster ride will end, and anxiety will end. And for me, I didn't know that there can be so many symptoms under the anxiety, like head symptoms, those brain zaps, feeling in the brain, problems with memory, with vision, always blurry vision, always tension headaches, tension here in the neck, ear problems, weird feelings in the arms and in the legs, and weakness, weak arms, weak legs. If I tried to even clean my house, I was exhausted. Every single stressful thing would be so bad. Like even like something little tiny problems happens in my life, it was that I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with fight with my boyfriends. We did have to be separation. uh like all these normal things was very hard to deal with. Also, with if you are relationship, it can be very hard to um, the sexual part can be very hard. and you know, when anxiety is there, it's like it's hell of hard to do stuff like before, because you are always like, what is this? Now I'm feeling this. You are not, when anxiety is there, you cannot like thinking, oh, the day I'm gonna in the beach, I'm gonna just stay there, and I'm gonna go swimming, and I'm gonna, then we go pick some food, and you are just, what the fuck is this? Like, why I'm feeling this? Yesterday I didn't feel this in my head. Why this symptom is here? Like, I didn't feel this before. Why the fuck is this? And then there is some new, and then when you go on your journey, then there can be some other symptoms when body is healing and trying to find that homeostasis, and there then your brain are like your neurotransmitters, they try to communicate, and your adrenal glands, they slowly will heal. And also what I did experience was like that sudden adrenal rush, angriness. When I did do something, suddenly I was like very angry to my boyfriend, like, what the fuck you are doing? And like that. And it was like, why I'm gonna act this way? Why the hell? I didn't understand. But then I started to understand the anxiety and those adrenaline rushes, and I still don't understand a lot, but slowly slowly, when you go through this, you start to understand that you are really healing. Yeah. Yes, and I also experienced, like you said, Gary, that before I did go to bed, there was always that feelings of anxiety did came also then, and some like worries were like out of the limit. Like, I mean, what I mean by that, like, if I normally now, if what would be example? Okay, well, if I hit my head and I have to go to the doctor, it doesn't big deal for me if I'm still breathing and alive. But then everything that happens, like, it was like I did have those fears, and you know, intrusive thoughts, when they come, intrusive thoughts, those can be anything, sexual thoughts, very annoying thoughts that something bad will happen, you will go crazy, you will do something bad, you're gonna you're gonna kill yourself or others, or these are the intrusive thoughts. Yes, many people have those, and I also have had those, and I have had intrusive thoughts almost all my life. But caffeine withdrawals, there is so much other things also going on. It's not just intrusive thoughts, and that's why it's so hard to handle. But those will go away, and then your head is clear, and like, and when you start to heal, you are not anymore like, even though intrusive thoughts sometimes comes, it's not like so big deal. But when they are there all the time, every day, I know it's hard, and but know that it's normal. When you heal, when your body, your neurotransmitters will try to find a balance, you are not crazy. You are not crazy at all. Yes, yes, but trust me, you will recover, and it will go away. But I was also like many times that now I'm really going crazy, like I'm just gonna be here like living in my own bubble, and I felt like I'm stuck in my own head, and I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to socialize. I was like, I'm gonna be this fucked up all my life. And even after 1 year, I still was, sometimes I was sure that maybe I'm not gonna fully recover, because I do have so many weird symptoms. So maybe I'm gonna stay somehow damaged. I was sure about that. But then when the months did go by, I was sure that I'm gonna recover. But there was so many weird stuff that those made me always wonder. And that's why I'm sharing this, that if you are experiencing the same, I'm just want to say you that you will go through the transformation, and it will be better than you can ever imagine. But with that time, when the symptoms are there, it's very hard to believe. It can be like, no, that's girl, it's not what I experience. It's she doesn't know. Maybe she was happy, or she was like dealing symptoms better. No, I wasn't. I couldn't work. I'm glad that I didn't have work. I was barely like I was barely walking. I was like I didn't do anything. I was just in my phone many times and internet, and I'm not like that. I'm the person that I'm always outside and playing with my dog and enjoying the life. Even I don't do nothing. I enjoy the life, but I wasn't like that at all. I was depressed and sad. Okay, let's see the chat. Yes. Anxiety will make you think that it's something else all the time. Every single day, I was thinking like, no, maybe I still have some unknown disease, or maybe I have that brain tumor. I have to have brain tumor because I have so many fucking weird symptoms in my brain. And of course you can, if that comes to your mind, you can go to all the doctors. You can do that, and you have to do that if that comes to you. But I don't even have money to go doctors. And for me, I was saying myself that if I'm still this fucked up after 2 years, then I'm gonna go every doctor. And but I know it's long time. If you are like even the 1 year, if you have to have symptoms, it can be long time. But it can calm your mind if you go to take blood test. I did take blood test 2 times in this all journey. And one time I went to doctor because of heart palpitations. It was like even close to 2 years. I went to doctor because I went to the gym and I started to do harder exercise, and then I and then I still started to get those heart palpitations, and I was like, maybe my heart is still fucked up, and there wasn't nothing wrong with my heart. It was still like my body wasn't ready to do harder exercise. It's slow. I have to slowly like level up my workouts, which I still doing. I'm not still doing hard stuff. I walk and I play outside games and like do yoga and pilates and stuff like that. But I don't know when I'm ready. I do when I can. So I have learned to listen to my body and and like listen what my energy levels truly are. Long haul. Well, welcome. But remember, if you are long hauler, then you also, I'm sure that then when you recover, you are like a new woman or a new man, and then you're gonna be so grateful all the little things, and you can hold all the little things, and you just like flow. You flow your days, because anxiety keep us like, there is always something when fucking anxiety is there. It's hard to, I always say when people ask me like, did you experience this and this and this and this, and I was, yes, I experienced this, it's normal. And then sometimes I did have symptoms that I don't know how to explain, even Finnish, even in my own language. I didn't know how to explain what I did felt. I think it was something to do with those neurotransmitters balancing out, because it was in the brain, like, and also with some um, spiritual dreams and stuff, weird dreams, like what is that word when you wake up and you are not fully awake, you are still dream. It's scary feeling that you are there in the dream and you cannot wake up. Also something like that I did experience in my first year, and were very strange dreams, also very nice dreams, like amazing dreams. And nighttime our brains are healing, and when we wake up in the morning, that healing still continues, and that's why we many times we still feel very fucked up. And that's what I have been hearing, what people always have been also telling me, that mornings are very hard. And I did experience that also a long time, because you want to wake up like I say, how I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up like, oh, I wanna be with my boyfriend now, and I just wanna lay down here and like long mornings in the bed and whatever. I did wake up like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, it's like my brain was like, I don't know how to explain. Caffeine quitters will know that, but you will wake up with panic. I hope you will not, but some people will do. Like I will. I will wake up with panic and with fear and with dizziness, brain fogged. But it did all go away because it was symptoms, anxiety symptoms. But like I prayed every day that when I'm gonna wake up with that motivation and joy that I wanna do something, that I wanna actually do something today, and not like, oh, I have to wake up and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna function this day, and maybe nobody else is not dealing with this. And then if you try to tell somebody, they are like, no, it's just like, you are just like, you have to exercise, you just have to like be more, you have to decide to be more like energetic. It's all in your head. It's not. It's like chemical process that happens in the brain. It's nothing like you can just like fix it like this. If there is something that you can fix it like that, I would like to hear that, and I would recommend you to try that. But for me, there wasn't like quick fix. But fix will come with time, my friends. I don't know. How do you think about this stuff that I'm speaking? Is it everything that you're gonna, oh, I didn't feel nothing like that at all, or is it easy to relate? Or and of course, if maybe when you wean, maybe it's not like this at all. I hope it's not. But even people who wean and do tapering, they still can have lack of joy and motivation, and that tiredness and fatigue, because body still have to do that like um, recovery process, and body still have to detox, and hormones have to balance out and everything. So but maybe it's not like it's not that shock that, of course, any other hard drug. Yes, caffeine is, in my opinion, is hard drug. Any other hard drug is like, if you quit that cold turkey, it can be hard. Yes, yes, that's good that you win. But yeah, still it's, I have heard a lot of stories that people, they win and they still have that anxiety, and they have all the symptoms. Hey there, moi Jaakko. How are you? Are you still caffeine free? But just remember that you are not only one who are suffering, and even your loved ones would be using caffeine. Remember that sometimes those who are strangers in the YouTube or whatever you feel that can help you can be the best support, and not those ones who are close to you if they don't understand, because how can they? And they don't have to in that phase where they are, they just live in their reality, and that's how the life goes. And your loved ones, if you say to them that these are caffeine withdrawals that I'm dealing, and it's very hard and anxiety is hard, they can, if they understand that, they can just be there for you, and that can be very helpful. Also, if you are, for example, if there is some young one who is watching this, and your parents are, I have heard stories that some parents doesn't understand anything about quitting caffeine. So hi. So if you can speak to your parents and say that, watch these videos about these people who are speaking about this, that it's a real thing, and don't force me to use caffeine. Like, if you are a parent, don't force your kid to use caffeine. It's not a good thing to do. Like, we have to like be aware this stuff more and more. So yes, yep, I bet that feeling is there, because I also I was missing that energy so much in my journey. Like, it was hard place to be. Like, I was thinking like anything is better than this anxiety shit, and I understand that, but if you can just give it time, I promise you will have everything back. You will have, and it's better than you can imagine. And I'm still improving, that's for sure, because some emotions are still coming back, and energy levels are slowly coming back. I take some naps when I'm tired, but I have noticed that it's good for me to take only 10 minutes or 15 minutes naps, and not longer than that, because if I take longer naps, then I'm gonna be like too tired. So if I'm tired, I'm taking the little naps. You can always put your alarm like 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and then you just wake up. And but time will fix that also, that energy stuff. And of course, like remember, what I speak is like my own experience. And if you really feel sick or anything, then you go to doctor, and you make sure that you are okay, because I'm not anybody to giving advices. I'm just here to share, and of course speak my own truth. And that's what I hope that you also do. You listen that your own feeling, what is good for you, about everything, about diet, about how you see this world, about what ways you wanna use to help your healing, if you do so because you know better. And that's why I'm very relaxed to speak here, because I already know that people who listen, they have all the knowledge. So basically, I'm very relaxed state, and I share my story. And when I started to do these videos, my first videos was my English was my 11 months. I was still very fucked up. If I look at now, if I look at girl, it was like that girl was, or woman. Yes, I'm woman. I'm not girl anymore. But that woman was there, like she was so released to overcome that heavy anxiety shit where I was. And she was like, I have to speak this stuff to the world. But now when I look myself backwards, I was still having a lot of symptoms, and I was struggling. But that's how the journey goes, like slowly, ups and downs. And then someday the freedom comes. Yes, that's amazing. And always watch those, the Cato, watch Cato's videos. He have gone through that, and for me, he was the like best motivation ever. Watch those and go there to Facebook. Of course, you are there. Maybe Quitting Caffeine group. I'm not Facebook, but I think it's the best group in the that can be. There are so many people. Go there and ask support, and then you can also come to my Discord group, of course. But ask whatever support you need, and speak with people, and don't stay just alone, because even but some people wanna stay alone. This my boyfriend, didn't wanna. He said to me, don't speak about any caffeine withdrawal to me, because he just wanted to. He played games, he played a lot of internet games, and he deal with things differently. So we have to remember, some people, they wanna, if you speak about all the time this, it's not gonna necessarily help. So it can be like, some people don't speak about it, do whatever you do, and like live. It's the best thing, if as normal life you can. If you can live as normal life as you can with anxiety, it's the best way to go. But if we are all day long just concentrating the symptoms, like what the fuck is this, okay, I'm having this now, this I didn't have, then it's like I experienced that it's not gonna help. So like, it is what it is. It helps when I accept that, or maybe do some meditation, or just let myself to be, or say myself, okay, I can be fucked up, I'm alive, it doesn't matter, I'm alive, I can be fucked up, because tomorrow this is not the same, and next month it's not the same. So whatever you can do when you pass your time, it's always helpful. But just like going stuck to the symptoms and wondering them, it's, I don't know if that helps, but with time, surely that will go away if you do that, because for me it was hard. I didn't always stay positive at all, but I have here in my heart, I have that trusting that always in life everything go as it should go. So that did help me, that I always trust that things will go as they should go. Things will go good. So yes, then you do that, because you have to like find what can help you. And I don't know a lot about like supplements, because only supplements, I know some supplements, but only supplements that I did use in my journey was that CBD oil, and that a little helped me, but I didn't start to use that until I think I was close in my 1 year, and I didn't take that like every day, but then I did leave that also. And ashwagandha I did try, and those minerals I did try. But then when I started to heal more, it's like naturally all those supplements did, I didn't need them anymore, and I just started to feel good. So I think that's also, it can go naturally when you don't think that you need something. It's like you naturally give up that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, and of course you can find out if you have some defenses, like if you lack some minerals, or because caffeine definitely can affect like that absorption of nutrients. But now I think the food is the best source. Like I feel that eating meat now, it's good way for me. And even I thought that I don't want to eat meat, that I would like to be vegan as much I would like, but I feel better when I eat meat. So I listen to that, and I don't judge myself. That's how I do. I listen. I'm always willing to change everything is if I feel that it works better. But that now it seems to work, that I feel good when I get some protein and some fat, and I still eat some fruits and stuff. And like I said, like beginning in my life, that I'm pretty relaxed about diet, that I'm not like too strict about that anymore. So, but okay, but now I think I have to go. This was pretty long live, but I'm so glad that you are there. And my next live, I'm gonna give you a new challenge, and enjoy the day, do something fun, and enjoy the summer. And see you. And also, if you are in Discord group, you can always, if you need, you can put message, like private message me if you want to ask something. And if you need to call me in Discord, you can do that also, but ask that first, like put message. And remember that I'm here to help and support you for going through this journey. So see you. Heippa hei. Moikka moi. Nähdään. Moi moi moi.